Let's check in with Betty and Jughead. They've had such a lovely evolution in season 1 together. We got those I love yous in the finale. What would you guys like to see from them in season 2?
Wow. Well, I think, honestly, with Jughead kind of going to Southside and stepping into serpent territory, it's very scary for Betty. She doesn't want to lose her man and also doesn't want him to get into any danger. And I think it becomes a little bit of a Romeo and Juliet situation that she hopes has a happy ending. They both do.
I want to see Betty just ride or die, you know what I mean? Just like on some hogs,
Betty,
just riding into the
there
wilderness.
might be a pink leather jacket in the future.
Yes.
I mean, her mama was a little bit of a serpent, so.
What's going on?
No, I think, you know, I think the relationship is definitely going to be tested, especially through the first real narrative of the second season. But it's one of those things where now more than ever, I mean, season 1, the way that we've kind of talked about season 1 was very much the origin story for a lot of these characters. And now the way that the characters' lives are sort of progressing is really stressful. It's dark. And the truth is that Jughead is one of those characters that really gets tested the most by the world around him. And that puts Betty really in a position of possible judgment where she and her morality have to make the choice to either be there for this kid or, you know, call it quits for the betterment of herself. So it's interesting. We'll see where it goes.
And for Veronica and Archie, are we just going to see their love continue to blossom?
Yeah, I mean, since Archie's going through all of that drama with his father, I think Veronica's being challenged to be like, to step up and be a strong girlfriend. And I don't think she's really used to being in those kinds of serious relationships, like, especially because they just started their relationship and all of a sudden she's like helping him go through something very traumatic.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we can tease that probably the sexiest scene in Riverdale's history is in episode 201,
yeah.
And it's between Betty. I mean,
Roberto.
You almost made a lot of headlines.
it's between Veronica and Archie. Sorry.
It is quite steamy.
It's very steamy.
LOL.
It's very steamy.
Well, something that I think that is heating up is how amazing the Pussycats have been.
Oh, yeah.
Looking fabulous down there, ladies.
Thank you so much.
What has it meant to you three to be the modern day representation of such an iconic group?
Oh, wow. It's amazing. It's such a blessing to have the three of us. As you know, we aren't the exact replica of the comic book, Josie and the Pussycats, but it's amazing to be able to showcase how talented Josie and the Pussycats are and bring to life. I loved the movie in 2001, and you know, I'm sure you guys have probably all seen it, but it's amazing to be able to share with you our love for the group and
Each other. Yeah, I feel like it's like honestly such a journey of self-love for all of us, even with just like wearing our natural hair and representing the way that we do. Like, it's been so confirming and such a blessing because it's not all the time you get the opportunity to do that, especially on TV. So we're really grateful. Yeah. All this hair.
It's an amazing opportunity, really.
Yeah.
What type of musical moments can we expect in season 2?
Lots.
Well, we do something super iconic. Episode, is it 202? 202. We are literally singing the dopest song ever. I won't give it away, but everybody knows it. Like, it's a classic, so.
It's really good.
Are you guys just like slipping notes like under the writer's room, being like, I'd like to sing this song next?
We just sing them on set all day, 12 hours.
And Ashley, are we going to be seeing any more dynamics with Josie and her family? Because her mom is the mayor. She's quite powerful.
I'm really hoping so. I think we are, specifically with Josie and her mom. I'd like to see some more interaction with Josie and her father, because I think that plays a big part in who she is and who she's going to decide she wants to become. So yeah, I mean, I'm really hoping that there's more family interaction.
Yeah, there's definitely, we all love Robin Givens, who plays Mayor McCoy and Josie's mom. I mean, she's
Robin.
incredible. So we definitely have big stories planned for her and Josie, because they're also going to be tested this season.
And just real quick, Veronica, are you still rocking those Pussycat ears in season 2?
I am.
Okay.
Yes.
Veronica's still a pussycat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love to hear that. Madeline, you burned down Thornhill in the season 1 finale. Girl, where you living?
Where's Nana Rose?
That's a solid question, Cole. All of which will be revealed in season 2. I do have a house somewhere, sort of.
Hey, I know that pain, man.
Well, in that teaser trailer, we saw a very chilling scene. What was it like playing that, and what can you tease about what Cheryl is going to be going through with her Blossom family?
Well, Cheryl gets colder and meaner in season 2 because of all the things that happened in season 1. But she takes the reins back from her parent, just the one. She takes the reins. She takes the reins back, and she starts taking control of her life a lot more, which I think is going to be fun for her to do. She needs that.
Well, and we've got some babies on the way for the Cooper and Blossom families. I gotta know, how do you guys think that Cheryl and Betty are gonna be as aunties?
I actually think we're gonna have a lot of fun. We have a very interesting dynamic on the show.
Season 2.
In season 2,
They're cousins now, right?
Is this
That
why we're
will
going to
be-
have babies on the set?
Cole, relax.
Look, I started as a
babies.
baby. I can tell you we're horrible.
I also started as a baby in life.
Well, that actually leads me into my last question before we open it up to you guys in the fans, in the audience right now. Instead of the classic cliche that a lot of other teen shows have done in the past of pitting girls against each other, it's so nice to see that Riverdale has so many beautiful female friendships and they're genuine. What is it like for you guys to be able to have those relationships on TV and to be able to show that to the girls out there?
Episode 205, let me just say, is like a really big, like, girls sticking together. This Nick St. Clair guy, the ex-boyfriend that comes into town, he does some really bad things. And it involves Veronica and Cheryl. And because of that, it brings all of the girls together to kind of like fight it. It's kind of in the same light as episode 3 in season 1.
It's something that Roberto and I talked about from the very beginning, which is that dynamic of girls fighting each other is just not interesting. It feels very played out. And I think it was important to us that, you know, these are all the women on the show are very different, you know, but they all find a way to get along because that's what women in this world need to do. So, amen.
And even Veronica and Cheryl, who like obviously are always going head to head, they still find a way to support each other, which I think is
But you know, deep down, Cheryl just really wants to be a part of the gang. Like that's
Yeah,
why she does
exactly.
everything she does.
We're going to open it up to you guys in the audience right now. I can't really. There you are.
Oh, wow.
Hi.
Spotlight.
Oh. What's your name and what's your question?
Hi, I'm Zoe and I'm from New Zealand.
No way. Whereabouts are you from?
Sorry?
Whereabouts?
Auckland.
Legend.
So my question is, with KJ as the New Zealander on the set, I was wondering if the rest of the cast members have picked up any Kiwi slang.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Keen for feed.
Legend.
Mint.
Keen for a feed.
King for
Legend.
Legend. That's a
None
KJ
of these
thing.
people are going to understand me.
KJ.
I don't want to encourage him, so no.
I've had to change. I kind of, as soon as I started working with these guys, the first week was gnarly for me. I had to really cut down on the old New Zealand slang.
You had to assimilate.
Exactly.
What's your
Welcome to
name and what's your
America.
question?
Hi, I'm Grace.
yeah.
My question is for everyone, and if there's any traits from another character that you'd like your character to have, what are they? Also, Cammy, you're my spirit animal, and Lily is daddy.
I just want to be as ripped as Archie. I think the Jughead season 2 is just beefcake.
You
I
have
think
to
as
make
blunt
it to
as
the gym
Cheryl.
first.
Yeah, I'm going to have to cut down.
Outspoken as Cheryl.
I'd like Betty's kindness, maybe.
I love Camilla's confidence. I feel like Veronica's like super confident. I like that. Yeah.
I think Betty kind of channels some of Cheryl's inner demon.
Or Jughead's ability to eat.
I'd love a bit of Kevin's humor. Archie's not the funniest guy in the world.
Yeah. Casey,
Funny,
what would
but
you like
not
Kevin to
trying
have?
Casey's perfect.
I kind of, that's a good question.
Casey is perfect.
It's really hard to answer that question. No, I think maybe a little bit of Cheryl's confidence in who she is and fearlessness to burn down houses.
Yeah.
Pyromaniac tendencies.
And then, did everybody answer it? Just want to make sure.
I think I wouldn't mind being a little dark. I wouldn't mind being like real dark.
Josie's got some demons.
Okay. And what's your name? What's your question?
Hi, I'm Paris, and I was wondering who's most like their character on the cast.
That's a hard one.
I think
we all carry
We
some
all
traits.
kind of-
We all carry some traits for sure.
I'm
Or
so
Jughead?
not.
Maybe
Guy-
Cole.
So not
The guy that plays Pop Tate is the nicest guy in the world.
Oh my gosh, he
Pop
is
Tate.
Pop
Pop
Tate.
Tate is Pop Tate.
Pop Tate is Pop Tate.
I think KJ as
I think
Archie.
KJ.
He's just as boring.
Yeah.
KJ is the furthest
Just take that on the
thing
chin.
from
Clearly,
Archie. It was a
Madeline is
joke.
going
He the
method with
furthest
Cheryl,
thing.
so that's.
I actually am a pretty boring person, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, stop it.
No, you're fine.
KJ is a fearless leader, I think, of the show. And he's on set every day. He's always prepared. He's always encouraging. So I think
always
Archie
ripped.
has that. Not to make it sentimental.
Wow,
but
Casey.
Cheers, mate.
Always
I'll
ripped.
throw that up for KJ.
Cheers, brother.
You owe me
Always
one.
buff.
I also feel like our Pussycats are most like their characters because they're also wickedly talented.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll take it. I like that a lot.
And what's your name and what's your question?
Hi, my name's Lauren, and and my question is, if you could be any other character besides yourself, who would you be and why?
I would be Jughead because, like, burgers all the time. All the time.
No, dude. 16 burgers deep into 3 takes is not something you want. All right.
That's exactly
The
what I want.
gluttony.
Yeah, that sounds like what Ashley wants.
Also, like, they're prop burgers. Okay?
frozen.
Season 2 is
Prop
better,
takes.
but season 1 was like some freeze-dried A&W crust. It was like the Krabby Patty, like the vegetarian patty that looks like really gross.
They're the chum bucket.
Yeah.
But how are the milkshakes?
So much better. And
This season, they're actually way better.
they're actual milkshakes.
We have like
Season
real
1,
milkshakes.
They were like
It was like
yogurt.
Pedialyte or something.
No.
And sure.
Besides being Jughead, would anyone else want to step into anybody else's shoes?
I would love to be Betty. I love Betty's vulnerability. I think it's beautiful. She wears her heart on her sleeve, and I think that's really fun to play too.
I think it'd be really fun to play Cheryl.
Yeah, I was just
It
going to
is.
say, I think Cheryl.
Yeah.
What's your name? What's your question?
Hi, I'm Gabby, and I was just wondering if any of the actors had read the original comics and if they took anything from those characters to put in their characters now.
Of course.
Yes.
Definitely. My mom had a huge box of comics. She still has them, and she's had them since she was a teen, and I went nuts on them. So I still have them, and I think a lot of us are big fans of them.
Yeah, on the pilot, I read so many comics, so I was like, oh, they're probably gonna copy the storylines, and then they didn't. Waste of reading, but.
I think it would be really inappropriate not to read any of the comics
Definitely.
when you play these characters. So that should be said. But also, we were given a tremendous package of research materials when we got the parts.
I was not. I
Me
just
neither.
did the research on my
I'm still
own.
waiting.
Right, and I'm still buying the comics. You know what I mean? But yeah, the good thing is that Archie's been around for 75 years, which gives us as actors tremendous potential to dive in and cherry pick character traits that we want to fit into a show like this. So in terms of being able to do research, we had the huge benefit of having the largest source material that we could for these characters, which we've all used quite a bit. And Roberto is the single biggest Archie fan
The Archie encyclopedia.
in the universe.
The best story.
It's funny, every time we do a storyline in Riverdale and we're like, okay, well, that was never done in the comic books, Cole or someone emails me a panel, and it's literally, it's been done because there are hundreds of thousands of stories.
Yeah.
So even someone last year sent me a picture of like Archie kissing the old Miss Grundy in the comic books.
Ew.
We have time for one more fan question. What's your name? What's your question?
Hi, my name is Johanna, and first I wanted to start off by saying I'm repping the Southside Serpents. And
Somebody play Believer.
And I also made this jacket, just so you guys know. So my question is there any rituals that you guys do before you go on set? Like, what do you do?
To like get into character?
Yeah, to get into character.
I sing to myself.
I listen to Highway to the Danger Zone. Just gets you pumped up. Really for anything.
I
That's how
don't
prepare for
eat.
everything.
That's for sure. Gotta be hungry as hell when I walk into Pops.
I feel like putting on my red lipstick is ritual enough.
Yeah.
Lots of coffee.
Yeah, lots of coffee, lots of tea. We have an amazing craft tea. There's always like fresh ginger tea. It's amazing.
Shout out to
I think the best thing is running lines to the makeup trailer with the other cast. That's really what gets me in. And then we just keep doing it over and over again until it's like in our blood.
Yeah. Well, for me, I put up that ponytail and
Yeah.
it's
The
there.
headache is there.
And the headaches
The
start.
begins.
She's method.
Putting
Looks
on
like
the
there's-
crown is also one of those things where you put on the beanie and it's immediately a character.
Yeah, it's funny how objects can do that. Even when it's not my take and I'm not on camera, I still ask to have my heels on because there's something about, I can't do Veronica in slippers. Like, that's just not gonna happen.
I mean, in the same way that Southside jacket makes you feel a certain power when you're walking up and asking the question, that goes for all of our wardrobe. Anytime you slip into a character's skin and you have the specific piece of wardrobe, it allows you to channel that character a lot more
The ears.
effectively.
I never leave the character, Kevin.
I am method.
All right, guys, we are almost out of time, unfortunately. I wish that we could be chatting with you guys all day. Real quick, though, if you can... Oh, do we...
I think there's one more.
Okay, what's your name? What's your question? They're gonna see me.
Hi, my name is Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
So my question was, in season 1, when Cheryl's underwater and Archie's still breaking through the ice, Cheryl sees Jason as a zombie. Is there gonna be anything else in season 2 that's like supernatural like that?
Roberto? Good question.
Good question, Charlie.
That's a very, very, very good question. You know, I love horror stuff, and I love you know, dreams and jump scares and things like that. So we're always trying to figure out ways to put hints of that in Riverdale. We have been talking about one very prominent supernatural character that exists in the Archie universe. I'm
gonna cut you off right now.
That's
enough.
all I can say.
Oh, and we're out of time.
Yeah, we actually are out of time right now. Thank you all so much for coming in.
Thank you very much.
to the incredible cast and creators of Riverdale. Everyone,
You guys,
please
thank
make
you.
sure that you tune into the Riverdale Season 2 premiere. It's Wednesday, October 11th at 9, 8 Central on the CW. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.
Click left to watch part 1 of the Riverdale panel, or click right to watch all the spoilers from Supergirl Season 3.